Hey, true believers. Chris Mack coming at you with Superman Batman number 22. And I really regret that I sold my original run of this book because it was actually very entertaining. I just think at the time I just had too many books in my long box and just, damn it. Word of advice, y'all, don't do that because you are definitely going to have seller's remorse. This one I had to pick up because it is the first cameo appearance of Terry McGinnis in the comic book form. His a full appearance was in one of the annuals. I think it's number 4. Have fun trying to get that book. The price is just ridiculous. I'll wait till I can find a better deal. But at least in the meantime, I was able to get his cameo. And this book, plot-wise, was weird. So it's supposed to be, I guess, an alternate dimension. There's this team called the Maximus. They've kidnapped Batman and Superman. And while they're in holding, it starts out with both of them speaking Kryptonese, as they call it. And the Maximums that are watching them can't decipher it. But I think what really makes this book for me is how these two work off each other. The way Loeb works the dialogue. So, for example, Bruce is talking about how we've been captured. Superman was out. This is what happened. They emptied my utility belt, but didn't remove my uniform. That was their first mistake. Wherever we are, we're under a yellow sun. Clark's been soaking it in through the dome all afternoon. That would be their second. Then we jump over to Superman. Ever since Kara, Supergirl, came into our lives, Bruce has immersed himself in Kryptonese. So the last arc, which was absolutely phenomenal, there's a new Supergirl that comes to the world, and she gets abducted by Darkseid. They actually made a movie of it, so if you don't want to try to go hunt down the individual issues, it was called, I believe it was called Superman Batman Apocalypse or something like that, but it's a good movie too. But anyway, Clark here says, sometimes being paranoid 24/7 has its benefits. And then they go into why they think the Maximums have kidnapped him. This team thinks that they killed one of their own called Skyscraper. And Bruce and Clark have no idea what they're talking about. And again, the artwork too. For the most part, there's parts during this era that I did not like. I felt like they made Superman just a little too beefy. Like, I like a beefy Superman, but it felt like a beefy, blocky Superman. We don't need a double B Superman up in this. But anyway, with that said, this is Superman Batman with a Vengeance, Chapter 3, Heroes and Villains. Writer was Jeff Loeb, penciler was Ed McGuinness, inker Dexter Vines, letterer Richard Starkings, colorist David McKeag. And here's the other people. Superman was created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. Batman was created by Bill Finger with Bob Kane. But just seeing our two heroes being awesome, getting out of the Maximum's prison, absolutely phenomenal. Now, while that's going on, we get this plot with Bizarro. And the look on his face when he busts into the JLA watchtower is like, goodbye! Which Bizarro, his language is, whenever he says something like goodbye, he means the opposite, meaning hello. Just that look, though, it's like Lonely Island Creeper style face. Now, the whole reason he's coming to the watchtower is he wants to save Bat Zorro. Yes, there's a Bat Zorro. And this threw me off. This was Bizarro's whole instruction pattern on how to escape, how to save Bat Zorro, and how to use the watchtower's teleporter system. Okay. So anyway, one thing that kind of kills me though is this is the only interaction we get with John. I always feel like he always gets the shaft because I love Martian Manhunter and I wish that there would be more of him. And like a good solo series, the 12-issue, the Maxi series that came out a couple years ago was horrible. The plot was mediocre at best, and the artwork looked like Mars Attacked. It was bad. Anyway, I just wish that we could do some justice for John. Now we get into a fight with this really kind of semi-Thor character. And again, the artwork's awesome, but as you can see how Superman, even though he's very beefy as Superman should. There's just parts, even as you see on this character, kind of blocky. And now there's another scene where there's this Maximum called Bug. There's a villain called Halloween. And we see a girl getting thrown from the San Francisco bridge. Now, without doing any type of research on this issue, I'm wondering if this was kind of a poke at the night that Gwen Stacy died, where the Green Goblin threw Gwen Stacy off the New York Bridge, the Manhattan Bridge, whatever that thing is called. Spidey tries to save her, does his flip, catches her, but she snaps her neck, and that's how Gwen Stacy died. But instead of this woman dying, she's saved by the Man of Steel. And I like this because this at least kind of shows classic Superman. But there's something that happens here. I don't want to give it away, but needless to say, it pisses off the Man of Steel. But at least we start to get answers from some of the Maximums about, we don't think that you actually killed our heroes, our partner. Yeah, not enough coffee, Skyscraper. And while that's happening, we get Batman versus a gorilla. What am I talking about? Read the book. Now this part I will spoil, because this is what I want to get into. After Bat-Zaro and Bizarro himself use the teleporter, they both don't know where the hell they're at. It seems like they're able to communicate with one another. He goes, "Me not make it wherever here is. There, where me aren't. Me not falling, Bat-Zaro. Not catch me, wrong." Sometimes reading their language, it makes your brain hurt a little bit. Me no have one question. Where is in Bat-Zaro? So with that, we flip the page, and we get a badass full page here of Red Sun, which was created by Mark Millar, which I do eventually want to review. It was an excellent story. But seeing it here, we start to see that we're going to be having some multiversal epic proportions, because we see Bat-Zaro's captured by Red Sun. And then here, a little early for Halloween, mister. And with that white ugly skin and that ugly kisser, wow. If you got something to do with the Joker, you're going down hard. And so we see that Bizarro has been captured by Batman Beyond. So this was the first cameo, because you're thinking, oh, I want to see more of what Terry's going to do to Bizarro. Nope. We get some stuff with Lex Luthor. Forgive the tongue ties. It's one of those mornings. But anyway, excellent read, guys. Even though the artwork to me did feel a little blocky at times, I do like the way that Jeff Loeb writes Superman and Batman working together. It feels organic in the way those two would work off each other, where Superman would be more hopeful, Batman would be more fact-driven and cynical. And it shows the respect that they have for one another. They made two different movies out of here. The first one I don't remember what it was called. I think it was called Public Enemies, and then they did Apocalypse. And those were both based off of arcs here. Absolutely phenomenal. So if you guys have enjoyed this comic, please first and foremost check with your local comic shop and see if you can pick up a copy. I highly doubt it, because the demand for the first appearances of Terry McGinnis are getting really hard to find. I got lucky on this one, but there's no way I'm going to spend the prices they want for the annual. Oh my God, go look on eBay. It's nuts. If you guys have enjoyed this review, we really would appreciate if you take a moment to hit like, share, and subscribe. Helps the club channel more than you could possibly know. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that fancy little Bizarro bell next to subscribe, that way as we continue to upload content, you guys get notified. Come to the channel, and we love talking with y'all and hearing your thoughts and feedbacks down in the comments below, or our social media pages, which I'll make sure to leave the links down in the description. So with all that said, I hope y'all continue to have an absolutely amazing day reading, and happy hunting, true believers.